Hello, hello. It's that time of day where we're going to tap in and see what's up, and where we're at right now, today, with ourselves and our unlimited potential. That is birth, I believe. Earth Mother. Berkana, birth, Earth Mother. Yes. So in the womb, we transform. In the womb, we are warm. In the womb, soft and squishy. I felt like it was going to be a poem, but then it got icky. Okay. Birth is that point of no return. I remember when I was about to give birth, there was a little bit of resistance because it was just like, wait a minute, when this baby comes out, then it's outside of me and I have to care for it in a different way. And it's going to transform me into a mother, and I'll never not be one after that, you know? And it's quite an interesting transformative process. But again, it's a perfect example of the death of the old and the birth of the new. I had to release the parts of me that weren't a mother. But then I found out actually it wasn't that. It was more about integrating and accepting, right? Like when I became a mother, I didn't just become a mother and, you know, I no longer was a woman or whatever. I expanded and became another, revealed another layer. So birth is a perspective, a potential. Okay, I don't know where I was going with all that, but there it is. Third wave. The energy of third wave makes you aware of your choice to be here on Earth. Accept who you are on this Earth, and your strength will be increased. And with acceptance, right? It's first recognizing that you are a powerful creator, and then it's owning it. It's acknowledging it. It's stepping into that role. Right? Just like there are mothers out there who refuse to take on the mother role. And those who, once they take it on, it takes over their entire identity and they don't know how to be anything but, right? And that it's fragmented. It's unintegrated parts. Acceptance of self, acknowledgement of self, integration of self leads to wholeness. But it's a balance. We are more than one thing. We are complex beings, multidimensional. Okay, let's get this figured out here. Oh, we got this again. Okay, this layout. Like, I never count the cards, I just pull them. So we get what we get. Okay. Let us see. I guess I can go a little bit wider here. Good. Okay. Birth. What is birthing? Transformation. Transformation process. Right? You're looking through your transformed eyes. You're setting boundaries, clear boundaries for yourself, balancing all your inner aspects, physical, emotional, spiritual, mental, spiritual, and have become an empress. Okay. Oh, there's the Emperor, who is also the King of Pentacles. Temperance. And strength. This process of transformation and balance is the tempering that has made things strong, stronger than they would be without it. And we've got abundance And we've got people drawn in to this. So this is self-mastery. We've got the Empress and the Emperor here. I'm getting a sense that this transformation here, this birth of a new, and this recognition that you are a powerful manifester, a powerful creator. Yeah. Got your hand in making these two things come together. It's almost like the Emperor and the Empress right here. And the cosmos are working together to get them to come together. But it's part of the flow of the universe. They're meant to unite in this river of life. Okay. Yeah. The King of Pentacles is like your physical aspect. Okay, I was thinking about this in the shower this morning. If the kings and queens were representative as aspects of self, right? So the King of Pentacles is the king of the material. And then the King of Cups is the king of the emotional realm. And the King of, well, this is where it kind of got weird, because the King of Wands and the King of Swords, right? And I put the King of Swords in the mental, as the king of the mental, and the King of Wands as the king of the spiritual. But it's interesting with aspects because they're interchangeable in conceptually, right? And the same with the queen, sorry. So yeah, Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. So this King of Pentacles here is a master of the material and transformed into an emperor through the tempering process, through the balancing process. And there's great strength once the limiting beliefs have been removed, right? And this is what we're dealing with, this acceptance of self, the level of worthiness, the level of, well, it's personal accountability, right? I think we shy away from acknowledging ourselves because maybe we've been shown, modeled, or told that to do so, to acknowledge yourself, is to be conceited or narcissistic or whatever, labeled as something bad. Or maybe you have been conditioned to not trust what you think is good, right? Like if you grew up in an environment where, you know, they were praising you for your mediocre things that you didn't even try. And then when you tried and were like, well, if they thought that last thing that I didn't even try was amazing, then this is going to blow their minds. And then you show up all chuffed and anticipatory of their mind being blown, and they see that coming a mile away, and their response is, it's okay. Suddenly your world is flipped on its head. Suddenly you're like, wait, what? Maybe I don't know what is good. Maybe I don't know what is right, what is special. And so you start doubting yourself. And so this process of transformation and balancing is the acknowledgement that you can be both a transformed, enlightened, powerful, creative individual and be humble as well. That you can acknowledge your greatness and other people can just not be able to see it. Taking responsibility for self. Yeah, and it's a transformation away from external validation, right? It's like you're only something if somebody else acknowledges you to be. And it's not about anybody else and their acknowledgement. It's about you believing in yourself, right? Putting away all the thoughts, the overthinking, the doubts, the fears, the maybe not, the what ifs. They're everywhere. They're everywhere. I just finished this project that I was super excited about. I made a pair of patch pants and set out the goal to fully cover them in patches and embroidery and all this stuff. And I'm looking at the different parts and pieces, and I'm just loving it and how that it feels to hold and to wear, and they're so comfy, and I put in like extra pockets and all this stuff. And then I put them on this morning and they were glorious and comfy and everything. But then when I was out feeding my birds, I caught a glimpse of myself in the window, and they looked like a sack of garbage. And basically, and I was like, oh, maybe they're not awesome. Maybe they're not as cool as maybe, I was judging myself superficially. And yeah, it's weird. It's weird. So the Nine of Pentacles is about independence, self-sufficient, and a time of being in your abundance, being in your truest and fullest self, right? This is someone who has put in the work in their garden to make it beautiful and abundant, and now is the time to sit in it and enjoy it. And this is the transformation from the Nine of Pentacles into the Empress. This is the strength. This grounded balancing is what makes the Empress strong. It's what makes the Empress shine. Okay, and pushing through your doubts and fears will be, like in my instance, regardless of what my brain tries to tell me, because my brain has been conditioned to not trust and to doubt and to be hypercritical of myself. And so just like these videos, where almost every single one I doubt myself and parts of my brain tell me to not share, to not post, to not put it out there, I push through. I push through that. And yeah, I think that is part of the rewiring process, but also it's a sort of reclamation of yourself. Like, I'm not being me for anyone else. And so even if what I created is considered a sack of garbage, which is my worst critical response to myself, even if that's the case, it was fun for me to do. It was creative. It was something that I made with my own hands, that didn't exist before. I made it. And for that alone, it deserves to be acknowledged. It deserves to be shared, seen. And so eventually I will share my patch pants that I made. Because you know what? I love them. And they're not something that you're going to find at a store. And they may not hit all this is what female pants are supposed to look like on female bodies. I'm like, this is just my body. And this is what feels comfortable on my body. Period. Right? Okay, King of Wands. This is so many things. Okay. But this is the King of the Spiritual. This is the reason why he's the King of the Spiritual. He's got the balanced masculine and feminine. He's got the balanced angel and devil, right? He's got this portal of potential in behind him. He's got the soul star chakra and his higher self connected. His intuition is on point with his third eye glowing there. And he's facing directly because he's unabashedly claiming this is a king who knows exactly what they want. And they're looking at it. Okay. And so it did fall on top of this Empress. I feel like the Empress, is calling in her Emperor. But this is the balance of the masculine and feminine energy as well, right? This place of abundance and recognition of all the hard work that has been done to create this beautiful space that you now can enjoy and be a part of. That's safe, that's secure, that's yours, that's abundant and beautiful, right? And then this is the connection to the spiritual realms. This is the trusting in the unseen. This is the trusting in the intuitive. This is the balance between the negative and the positive, the light and the dark, creating its own trifecta of balance. This is the tempering process. Okay, that brings in abundance. And remember, abundance has many, many faces beyond just the physical realm. Okay, but as within, so without. And so you will start to see what is within by what starts to manifest without for you, like a mirror. You may already be witnessing just synchronistic moments, times like perfect timing where you catch a sun ray at the right angle, in the right spot, at the right time, and you just happen to be there. This is how you first start to train your mind and recognize the manifestations and the abundance and the synchronicities that you are creating for yourself. And the more you pick up momentum on that, the more you'll see more of that. And eventually they'll start turning into more tangible physical manifestations. You know, opportunities, you know, stopping at a thrift store and finding that thing that you forgot you were looking for or needed, and there it is, and it's better than the thing that you needed. Like one time I decided that I wanted a big jar with a faucet on it so that I can have infused water or whatever. And I forgot that I had wanted that for half a second, and I went to a thrift store, and not only did I find one, but it also was like on a stand, so you can get your cup under the little nozzle thing. You didn't have to have it like on the edge of a table or something. And yeah, it was just better than I had imagined. And so anytime those moments happen, it's like, be clear on the thing that you want and then let it go and trust that what's meant for you will not pass you by, that it will appear. Like I completely put it out of my mind and forgot about it, and boom, there it was, better than I had ever anticipated. So yeah, this is stepping out, maybe feeling a little bit left out of the cold, and a little bit of lack mentality in that card. Okay, so this is what you're stepping away from with your faith, with your belief, with your acknowledgement of how far you've come, the work that you've done, right? Like in that moment where I was heavily judging myself from a side glimpse of a reflection in a window, right? It basically discredited, discounted, or just tossed aside the hours of time that it took for me to make these pants, right? They're hand sewn patches with embroidery, right? Like, yeah. And I was giving myself the leniency of creation, like trying not to be too perfect, allowing the chaos of creation. Yeah. Anyways, Page of Wands. This is about your hand in things, you doing things that hold weight, that have power, that are bursting, like a seed planted, bursting out a root, right? And it's happening in behind your scene. It's almost like what I was just talking about like letting go of the expectation of the thing is actually what fuels the thing into existence. That's what's so tough about manifesting, right? Our brains want to control everything. We want to see it. But just like nature shows us every spring, when we plant the bulb, when we plant the seed, right? We understand that there is a process, there's a time, there's a germination period, there's a surrender necessary to allow the thing to grow, the thing to be the best that it can be. And the only thing we need to focus on is maintaining a healthy environment, right? For it to grow into its best. Okay. Oh, we got 2 cards here. Okay. So the Queen of Pentacles and Lovers. I mean, where is this going to go? I feel like, well, they came out over here together. So this Queen of Pentacles could be someone that you are manifesting into your environment. This could be a love, a business partnership, romantic, a twin flame. This could be this 9 of Pentacles while she is in her abundance here, being the queen and holding that with strength and determination. She's become the Empress. Okay, it's actually looking like this. The Empress is radiating out and drawing in people, places, opportunities, counterparts, love, abundance. Okay, there's a lot of talk about divine unions happening, and so I can't deny that aspect in this reading because we've got the Empress and the Emperor here, okay? And they're in the same reading, but they're not quite together yet, if you can tell. I'm actually getting that this King of Wands, it's kind of like the journey of the King of Pentacles transforming into this Emperor. And the pathway to the queen, the pathway to the empress, and the pathway to the emperor is a divine connection with your higher self, your spiritual realm. And being united within, bringing in love and abundance. Okay. There's that doubts and fears again. Holding back, holding back. Yeah, it's like waiting to make a big investment that's life-changing. There's always like that, what if I'm going in the wrong direction? What if I'm making the wrong choice? What if, you know, all these bad things happen when we turn down that road? What if the car breaks down? You know, start turning your what ifs into, what if doing this is going to be the best thing I've ever done for myself? What if going in this direction works out for the greatest and highest good of all? What if this love that I feel, that I believe, that I trust, that I have faith in, really is real? Honestly, it's scary both ways. It's scary either way. What was with that, right? Why do we feel that? Why is there a fear of failure and a fear of success? Why do both things have to exist simultaneously? Yeah, this King of Swords, he's got to be decisive. This is the action man. You know, I think he's blue because he's like the blue chakra, the mind, the voice, the throat chakra, the blue chakra, right? It's about the action. Yeah, I'm getting very much communication from this king here. We got 3 kings up. Okay, and the emperor. So this is at the very least about action. Tangible, physical, emotional, mental, spiritual action. Okay. I'm just so in awe at these readings and how these cards come out every day. It's just mind-blowing. Okay. Yeah, and that Lover's card is just gorgeous. I'm really drawn to this right now for some reason. Yeah, it's like the nature is enveloping around them, feeling the energy of the union and creating like a portal. But then the sun in behind there. Beautiful. Okay. Temperance too is waiting for the right time. It's all about timing. Just think about tempering a thing. You can't rush that process. Right? That's what makes it strong. That's what gives it strength. Yeah, I'm also, with this King of Swords, activating his throat chakra for communication. It's almost like this emperor here is like waving hello to this empress, but the empress has her eyes closed because she's like tapped into all the things, and so she's not seeing his subtle little hi from across the way. He needs to activate his voice chakra. He needs to claim his King of Wands energy, where he not only knows what he wants, but he declares it at the cost of everything. And this is why. This is reciprocating relationships. This is fast-moving energy. This is the Knight of Cups. This is the Knight of emotions coming in for reciprocating relationships. And this isn't just reciprocating relationships. This is also connected to your child self. This is joyful relationships. This is meaningful relationships. This is playful, joyous. Did I say that already? This is why there's a tempering necessary. Okay. So I guess reciprocating relationships is over here by all these people being drawn in. And where does this knight want to go? yeah, it's like this King of Swords with his communication is sending the knight to claim the love. I mean, this reciprocating relationships is part of the abundance and the love. Maybe this is what the Emperor is aware of. But see, he's looking over, he's focused on his transformation and the material realm still. He's aware that the reciprocating relationships and the abundance and the love is there. He's just still giving birth to it. I feel like that's the star that he's holding near his heart, near his chest. It's like he's aware of this. It's just still transforming and balancing here and building the strength. Okay. Yeah, the Knight of Cups, fueled by passion. He's got the red cape and yeah, he's carrying a cup of emotion, emotional availability, information. The Knight of Communication. That this King of Swords is sending, gonna send, needs to send. Take it as it resonates wherever you are at, whether you are the Emperor or the Empress in this reading here. Or maybe you're the Garden. It's so bizarre when you consider this duality, the masculine and feminine energy and everything. That was what I loved about the yin and yang explanation. The yang is what brings the wave up, and the yin is what brings the wave down, crashes down. And both are necessary for a wave to exist, for a wave to be. Which is why everything has masculine and feminine aspects within them. I mean, even look at our outlets, right? We've got the male part and the female part. And to connect to power, to make the light go on, to make the thing work, the two have to be joined, united. In harmony with each other. You can have both aspects and still be imbalanced. I mean, that's what it is. That's what exists. There are the masculine and feminine everywhere, examples of it. And the level of balance determines the success or byproduct of their union, whether it's healthy or imbalanced. There's that Knight of Pentacles waiting to make a move. Thinking on his next steps. And the sky is a little dark. Night. The dark night. He could be thinking, looking, observing it in the nighttime. Could be waiting for a storm to pass before he makes his move. Could be exhausted from all of his travels. He had the patchwork all over him, which is like bits and pieces of places that he's been and experiences that he's had. And he sees where he's got to go, but he's just like, I'm just gonna wait till the storm passes so I can also catch my breath here. That's what I get from the Knight of Pentacles. Did something flip? Nope. Tricky. Yeah, apparently this is the month for divine union. Or there's stages and phases of it, but it's definitely in the air. It's definitely in the air. But things need to be let go of first. Before this king makes communication, takes communication, uses his throat chakra. He's got to release excess thoughts, people, places, and things that are no longer serving. Right? That's weighing him down. This might be what this King of Pentacles is doing. Sorting out the people and places, those that are there to serve and those that are there to suck. Siphon. To siphon. Okay. Let's see if there's any more in this deck that want to come out. I feel like I Said that once I was already almost done, so we'll go one more time. Is any cards in this deck anymore that want to come out? Be a part of this reading here. Okay. Let's see what these little guys have to say. Oh, we got a few that flipped over already. Is that it? Yeah. Okay. The world is your oyster. You're a magician. We got the lovers and cycles. Cycle speaks of balance and a continuum, a return, right? Like I'm thinking about where I was at this time last year versus where I am now. Okay. Okay, so we've got twin flames. We got focus. We got blaze, passion. We've got this connection to the world, full circle moments. Got a level of self-mastery and magician. We got the lovers. Again. Cycle and flow. Beautiful. Okay. Let's see the well unknown wants to come out. Tarantula? Okay, guys. Got the cosmic egg. We've got the hawk. We got the gazelle. We got the mouse and the dragon. The elk and the hummingbird. And the tarantula. I did not anticipate that many messages from the wild unknown, but who am I to argue? Okay. Dragon. Let's start with the dragon. Seeing one's most true self and balancing the ego. The dragon sees everything. Its essence has been with us since before our first breath and will be here at our last. It watches us navigate the external world as well as our inner world. When dragon energy is awakened, we are courageous, visionary, and can easily drop into witness consciousness. It is almost as if we are traveling with a great friend inside of ourselves. When we look in the mirror, deep into our eyes, we may even glimpse the self behind the self, the one who is watching us. This is the power of the dragon, breathing transformative fire into every cell of our bodies. Witnessing this omnipotent energy, even for a brief moment, helps us surrender and let go. We let the dragon guide us. We hop on its back for a ride. And as we traverse even the most difficult terrain, the dragon's eyes see beauty everywhere. It is said that if a yogi does not see beauty in the world, their agony is dim. Agony is described as inner fire or sacred knowledge, sacred intelligence. May even just the mention of the dragon stir the embers of intelligence within you. The dragon and the third chakra. The subtle energy of the dragon lives at the navel center in the Manipura chakra. Manipura translates to the city of hidden gems, and behind its gates burns the fire of our transformation and digestion. The sages believe health of the fire at the navel center is what governs our ability to clearly see both the inner and outer dimensions. Whoa, beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful dragon. Okay, not eagle, hawk. Watchful, all-seeing messenger of divinity. The sharp eyes of the hawk watch our every move. This keen-eyed bird has the ability to see every little detail as well as the bigger picture. When this card appears, fate has its eyes on you, and the winds are shifting. It is said that the hawk carries news upon its wings and is sent with divinity from divinity itself to deliver it. The message should not be taken lightly. Though it may seem small or insignificant, it will eventually redirect our course. When in balance, it sees clearly intuitive. Out of balance seems too much and is suspicious, and to bring into balance, perspective shift. Okay, hawk. Tarantula. At a crossroads, claiming life's purpose. The tarantula represents a moment when a great decision must be made. It involves prioritizing your life's deeper purpose or dharma. A habit or routine from the past is sidetracking you from your dream. Yet a voice inside keeps begging you to refocus your attention. In order to find true happiness, you must choose dharma. Until you do, satisfaction will be fleeting. The tarantula hovers patiently and calm like an old friend that knows your inner soul. It already knows you'll choose wisely. Follows intuition. When in balance, out of balance, hesitates and over intellectualizes. And to bring into balance, daily journaling. Okay, tarantula. What do we got? The gazelle, heightened awareness and ability vulnerable. The gazelle represents supreme grace. With every move, this awe-inspiring beauty emits sophistication and elegance. Gazelle personalities are often hyper-aware of their surroundings, bordering on hypervigilant. And this can inhibit them from enjoying the beauty they've spent so much effort cultivating. No more worrying about all those predators out there in the wild. When this card appears, it's time to get back to the present moment. Sit down, find your breath, and acknowledge the bounty that surrounds you. Let it nourish your gentle spirit. I feel like the gazelle is over here in this Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles realm. This is acknowledging the work that you've done and the things that you have to show for it and being in it. Okay. I don't know where this mouse goes. Okay. Then we've got, what else we got? The hummingbird. No. Okay. The elk. Strong, stable, resilient, headstrong, the father. The great elk represents the earth element in its masculine form. This means it provides underlying support and stability amidst life's many changes. An elk personality, whether male or female, is fully established in themselves and knows their core values. They become known and respected for acting in ways that uphold those values. Sometimes the elk's ego can become inflated, but for the most part, they make damn good fathers, mothers, lovers, and friends. The world needs more elk energy. Yeah, that seems right. That seems like it's in the right spot. Okay, and then we've got the mouse. Detail-oriented, small-minded, nitpicky, and nervous. The mouse has an innate desire to tend to the details. It often spends its days fixing, preparing, organizing, and scrutinizing. Unfortunately, a mouse personality doesn't notice when they've gone too far. Soon they begin to have a limited and fearful vision of life and try to control every detail. This can be quite a painful experience for both the mouse and those around them. When mouse energy is at play, step back for a moment. It may be time to find a more purposeful project to delve into, one that's worthy of your exacting eye. Interesting. I feel like this mouse is talking to this king, because the king wants to be precise, this King of Swords, with his words, with his actions, with everything, right? And it could be connected with this communication. I don't know, but maybe this hummingbird is as well. What's this hummingbird here? Positive, enthusiastic, spiritually resourceful. Inside the tiny hummingbird resides an endless well of energy and possibility. The hummingbird's secret is that it has learned where to gather nectar, and it returns to those sources daily for nourishment and rejuvenation. This sacred elixir springs from many sources, but it usually involves nature, creativity, and exploring spirituality. Follow the way of the hummingbird, and you cannot be wrong. Every droplet of life becomes sweet, every moment worth savoring. Yeah, and this is that sweet spot right here between taking moves from the heart, being love, and abundance. Okay. And then we have, do we read the cosmic egg? Oh, completion, harmony, the infinite within the infinite. Wow. This is the birth right here, cosmic egg. The cosmic egg is the final card in the Journey of the Animal Spirit deck, and it represents the unfolding of cosmic consciousness. This state emerges after we have tread the path for quite some time, and through self-effort and grace, we experience self-realization. A sense of contentment and oneness spontaneously arises within us, and the veils of our self-limiting beliefs are lifted. When the essence of the cosmic egg has not been activated, we may feel as if we will never get there, or that we travel alone, disconnected from others. Even if our encounter with this card is brief, appearing as a momentary glimmer or flash of interconnectedness, its potent energy stays with us. The cosmic egg is a remedy for the fragmentation of modern life. It's through the power of this card that we are reminded of the cosmic contract written at the beginning. We hold on to life, and life holds on to us. The journey is complete, but it does not end. The subtle essence of the cosmic egg resides at the crown chakra at the top of the head, called Sahasrara. One of the aims of yoga and meditation practice is to channel energy from the base of the spine upwards toward Sahasrara. Each of the 6 lower chakras play an important role along this journey, and once the final epicenter of consciousness is activated, it is said to radiate the light of 1,000,000 suns. Once the final epicenter of consciousness is activated, it is said to radiate the light of 1,000,000 suns. That sounds like birth to me, and acknowledgement of who you are and that you chose to be here at this time. To give birth to new worlds, to find balance, to be love, to share love, to magically create your world with passion, to focus on the things that matter. Okay, I got 5% battery left, so this might just die. So I'm just going to quickly pick a couple of these kitty cards. Oh my goodness. 010101. It was on that one. Vulnerability. Meet Shadow. This little kitten hasn't had the easiest time. You might see him peeking out of a dark alley or slightly slipping out of the sight in an abandoned building. What he really needs is some love and nurturing. Don't you just want to take him home and cuddle him? Well, that is what he wants to, though he may not show it at first. Shadow is the part of us that has ever been afraid, defensive, lonely, hungry, or angry. He's the deepest vulnerabilities. He's a place inside that needs love more than anything, and you are the one to give that love. Look at those eyes. You know you want to. Oh, he looked like a raccoon. Yeah. This is about overcoming vulnerability and moving towards love. Okay. There it is. There you have it. There's the reading for today. We got to the end. Yeah, I don't even know what I said. I'm already thinking about not posting it, but I'm going to push through because that's what we got to do. We just got to push through and hope that the right people at the right time will receive the right messages and, yeah, be better. Okay? So there you have it. I hope whatever you're doing, you're making it awesome. And I'm very grateful that you are here in this world. So keep on shining on. All right. Love ya. See you next time. Bye.